liquid bread, it's good for you. We like to drink till we spew. Ooh, who cares if we get fat? I'll drink to that. As we sing once more, what is the malted liquor? What gets you drunker quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Can't get enough of it. How we really love it. Makes me think I'm a man. I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Got my belly up to here. Oh, yeah, I adore it. Come on, damn it, pour it. Do it for me. Brew it for me. Beat it to me. Speed it to me. The most wonderful drink in the world. Hooray!
Fucking devious, I swear to God. Woo!
I will take 100% of the credit for suggesting that song.
I'll tell you what, it worked out great. You and Devious is definitely a pair that I just cannot imagine going without. That right now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Crazy House, as we call it, the open house, as we call it, the Situation Room. It's a little bit of a mix tonight. We're just going to have a lot. Let's be honest, some of the stuff's going to get people wound up. Some people are going to be okay, and other people are just going to say, leave it the fuck alone. So we're going to go down the road. We're going to do the update notes. I believe, Phil, you said you want to do the update notes?
I can. I've had a couple of PMs already while I've been out, and I was making sure I had a fair bit to say about said update notes when they come in. Well, and I do. So I will, and we will do that as we go through. If you'd like to introduce the panel first.
Yeah, that might be a good idea since I'm half, I swear I haven't been drinking yet, keyword.
Well, I have, so good luck.
Oh, this ought to be fun. We got Black Hydra. We got the champ in the house. We got, oh my God, the return of Iron Hand. And look out, ladies and gentlemen, he wants to put that Iron Hand on somebody.
It's the granddaddy war commander right there.
That's it. That's exactly what that is. Then we got Rebel Outlaw. Then we got the Queen in the house, Killer Queen. Then we got the, I love saying this, Doc. You got me like hooked into saying this. The immortal Dr. Phil.
Thank you.
And of course, my big mouth, Roy Boy.
He said it. We didn't, ladies and gentlemen.
You gotta start somewhere, buddy.
I'll tell you what.
I was going to say Mr. Speedos.
No, Mr. Grand Canyon, not quite.
It's going to be that kind of show.
By the way, if you keep it up, I will show the fingernails.
Oh, God. No, thanks.
He went silent. I understand why now.
That was the thing with pillows today, not fingernails.
I don't know what it was. I just got a new video and I haven't looked at it yet, so I kind of figure whatever it is, it's going to be abuse on you. So, all right. So, Doc, let's do the update notes to save for that beautiful survey to the end.
Okay. So the following changes and fixes have been applied for the Thursday, December the 6th update. Warpath. Yay. New trophies, blood thorium, and tons of medals. We'll see. I have that loaded up already to go on to the next piece, but we'll do that in a minute. We'll have to look at what a ton of medals is towards Kicksai standards compared to what a ton, and I'm doing air quotes here like a dipshit, but nobody can see them. But you all get the drift of where I'm going with this, and we'll see what a ton of medals is to Kicksai compared to what a ton of medals is to us. And the content changes for this week, the Gear Store update and the December Gear Store, including some piece of shit Cyclops tech and the new Spec Ops called Skyfall. And if you haven't read the update notes already, you're in for a laugh when this comes around shortly. So changes to the Cyclops. Cyclops' base damage per shot has been doubled for all levels. The damage bonus for being fully charged has been cut in half. So per shot, damage times 2. Bonus damage at fully charged, cut by 50%. It's a give and take, and that's debatable because nobody fucking uses the Cyclops anyway. So the world map hotkeys, we've got some brand new hotkeys. World map hotkeys in efforts to combat auto clicking. And Kicksai and myself, ironically, and I feel like a bit of an ass for doing it, have denied the existence of an auto click for a very long time. And I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong, but this is basically admittance to that thing even existing. And all that's going to do is create a new set of commands for the idiots who created the auto clicker in the first place. So Kicksai, what you've done there is made their job easier. Congratulations, you dumbass. So the hotkeys are Key A, attack a PvP target under your cursor, bypass scout pop-up. S is to jump into scout. Shift S is advanced scout. And M is call a platoon to a specific hex. Kixeye, I gotta say, I mean, this is first on my battery of shit tonight that I'm going to give you. First of all, why accept the existence of something like this in the first place? Knowing full well you could have prevented it with several different measures. Okay? You and I both know that this is preventable in the code format. But once again, you fail to listen to the advice of somebody way above your fucking pay grade, and it could have saved you a damn sight more time in implementing this hotkey fix. All you've done here is make those little fuckers' jobs 10 times easier by allowing them to macro hotkeys rather than having to manually do everything. Well done. You're stupid, and that has once again proven it. So, and the bug fixes, which we have 3 of, which is a damn sight better than the other week we had when we didn't get any. The display issue where the dark box would appear behind Martin's portrait. Fix an issue where Shadow Up Silver Cash would not award any components at all. And fix an issue where the Elite War Rig base appeared as Survivors 115. And those are your update notes.
Can I say something on that?
Go nuts.
I get the, people don't get confused about what they see on the map with the 115. And I definitely understand the Silver Cache not being awarded in the Shadow Ops. But for the love of cheese and rice, really, a dark box wouldn't appear behind Martin's portrait? It's a picture. Hell, they can't even get our pictures right for the love of it all. You hit a base, and the next thing you know, you look like God knows what across the map. You never seen the base before. So
Well,
we're worried about a dark...
Wait a minute. Yesterday, all the 30s look like you.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's awesome.
We're worried about a picture, a portrait, and it's black box. Come on. There's got to be something more important to fix. I know there's something more important to fix, i.e., when we jump, we don't have to refresh in order to jump out. How about that one? Let's try and get that one fixed.
How about you jump in and don't immediately fucking DC and get the spinning wheel of death?
Yeah, that's a nasty one. Or when you jump in, the tags don't show up again.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a whingy little bitch or anything. I'm not trying to be a whingy little bitch or anything, but there are more important things to fix than
100 different issues on my list, let alone a list that belongs to anybody else on this panel.
I'm really not trying to complain, but I think there's more important things to fix than a picture box.
Oh no! By all means, complain.
No, I don't like. I really don't like. I don't really like complaining, but when I see something that's irrelevant fixed, then it brings me questioning what are they really worried about? Because to me, that has nothing to do with gameplay. Because every time every person's ever sent a ticket on a glitch of some sort, I'm sorry, Commander, but right now that does not actually affect gameplay. It is not a priority.
Please go fuck yourself. Good night.
Well, I mean, if you want to put it in shorthand terms, yeah, it's pretty much it doesn't affect gameplay. It's not a priority. We know there's an issue, but we might get to it, we might not. But again, it doesn't affect gameplay. So why is this being fixed? It doesn't affect gameplay. So how did it make it into a priority?
That's a good question. Unfortunately, I have zero answers for that. And I mean that. Zero.
I have several, but they're not good.
Well, the short end of that is it doesn't get into repair. It doesn't get changed. It doesn't get fixed. Period. Plain and simple.
It almost
it's
feels
like Nutcracker said, fix a 5-minute repair again. I guess the 5-minute repair is still trying to charge you $1 to fix it.
Actually, it feels more like right now, lately, they're just trying to fix whatever's the easiest and screw the rest.
Yep. I agree with that one.
It sounds that way to me. And I'm going to tell you out fucking right. That's lazy. And it's unacceptable. To be honest, if Kixeye want anything to do with their numbers to continue to be as prominent as they are at this point in time with the amount of players that they have, they'd concentrate on getting the shit fixed that needs to be fixed. But of course, they're not. Because everything I see here is design. That's all it is. It's visual. It's just to not confuse the player.
That's why they fixed it. That's why they fixed it so fast, because that's the easiest fix, and the visual glitch is a lot easier to fix than a coding fix.
I totally agree, but it should have been way on the bottom. It shouldn't even made it to the table for priority.
It's probably not even the game development team that fixed that glitch. It's probably the art department.
Probably, champ. That's a good point. That is a good point, champ.
Yeah, that's like
a good point. It might be, but it's not particularly correct. It all has to go through design, and then go through testing, and then go through QA, and then be released.
And that's another good one that Cracker just brought up: the 5-minute repair timer. Sometimes when you go into base, it says it's under 5 minutes. You hit instant, and it either kicks you out or charges you a gold.
Yeah, that's more on the development team there.
That would be an issue I would love to see.
That is a big issue there.
Yeah, because you're taking people's gold. Now you're affecting their wallet.
Yeah.
I know I've lost probably 20 gold this week from that.
Oh, look, it's 5 minutes. I can free repair it. Oh, no, I can't. Oops.
Or no,
if you don't have any gold, you immediately get a red box.
Yeah, that's my favorite, is when you go to red. You're and on top of it, 9 times out of 10 is when I do it, is when I'm literally, it's my error. It's just 5 minutes. I'm going back out to hit somebody. I want to make sure I'm 100%. Click disconnected. Thank you, sons of bitches.
Well, it's like I logged on today. Now, I haven't been on. I think I was on 5 minutes yesterday because of my eyes. Correct. I logged on today. Everything was healed yesterday. I log on today. I got 21 gold to repair. I go looking for all the way through everything in my platoons, and there's nothing damaged.
Yep. That's another good one. Charge me for repairs, and there's nothing broke.
Yeah, I know. It took 21 gold. Left me with 1.
Oh, I got one for you, Roy. Jump, and basically you have 10 minutes worth of repair on your CC.
Yeah, I know. What about when you go out of your base, you come back in your base, it looks repaired.
Yeah, that one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Try to move something, it disconnects you. You go back in, your base has still got like 40 minutes repair, 20 minutes. Yeah. There's a lot of glitches going on right now.
Well, the one this isn't a glitch, but I don't really like it that much. It's when you upgrade a unit to a new level, and it has like maybe a half bar damage. So it's a petty thing. It doesn't really matter. I just think they should.
Yeah, the little bit of health with the health expansion that it gains is already automatically damaged. It's like.
Yeah, I think it just should stay fully repaired. Even if you upgraded a level, it's really not that big of a deal, but.
It's really not that big of a deal, but it's still something that we'd all rather see fixed than these visual glitches. That's for sure.
Fuck yeah!
I just wanted to have. Wow, I really opened up a can here, didn't I?
Yep.
Yes, you did, Queen.
Yes, you did, Queen. Yes.
My bad.
Nutcracker just put it right out there, black and white, what the deal is. Iron Hand, it is not beneficial to them, and he hit it right on the nail on the head. Boom!
There you go. That's the fucking phrase that you want to do.
Nutcracker,
to be honest, you're at this point in time where it doesn't benefit Pixar, you're not going to get it fixed.
Then that's exactly what it is.
I'm trying to
that's why.
Where did this benefit them? I'm trying to figure out where this benefited them.
I might actually, if they quit stealing, I might actually be willing to put some gold on an account. But I mean, what the fuck's the point?
They're only going to take it off you when you're trying to free repair your shit.
Yep. My favorite, and we're still getting it. I don't care. I know everybody at least once a month is getting the clock out of sync still.
Yep. I'm getting it about once a week.
About once a month, I'm getting that clock out of sync.
Well, you know how I've got the Hangouts page, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the show that a bunch of us that aren't on here right now do, like Nutcracker out on YouTube. Had a guy, he's a returning player, which I'm loving to see returning players come back. That's awesome. That's great. But
I'm so sorry.
I had one of the guys on the
That's
page
fine.
comment. He's like, I've just returned and I can't even get my tunes out of my base. He can't even deploy his tunes out of his base. He can't. He's literally stuck in his base. He cannot deploy a single tune to the map. Like
Any
those kind of
particular reason?
glitches.
Damn.
I thought I was screwed. Fuck.
He goes, I'm returning my ID, gives his ID. He's like, is there anything y'all can do to help me? He goes, I cannot get a single, he can't even farm. The guy cannot even farm.
The one suggestion I have, and depends how old that particular player has been away, and when he dropped the game and decided for whatever reason to come back now, is to unworkshop everything he owns.
Oof.
Yep.
That I heard fixes a
I
lot
had
of
that same problem.
problems.
I had that same problem. I had to do the same thing with mine.
That's the only suggestion that I have, and there are various reasons as to why I suggested it.
He didn't know what Discord was. And that's another thing. Kickside needs to start putting in there about on top of the banner, well, at least like once a month or you know, they can when returning players get that new box pop up with offers for being to come back. Like Miss Sonia, she returned to us 2 weeks ago now, a week ago, and she got a killer offer for a million medals and a couple old heroes that don't do nothing. But they gave it to her. But if they would have given the side thing, and also please join the new War Commander Discord since you've been going. We've started this for those players that do return. I think that would help the Kickside or help these new players come back too.
Well, I think every so often, because these returning players obviously don't know what Discord is.
No,
just
they
throw
don't.
a fresh link out, in the forums, because they know where forums are, and they're gonna check them maybe, and just maybe drop a banner. Hey, just to let y'all know, we have dropped the recent link for the War Commander Discord server up in the banner. Go to the forums, you'll find it. Like maybe do that once a month. It wouldn't hurt. I mean,
No, I don't think
banners-
it'll hurt. I don't
the
think it'll
banners
hurt.
are there.
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
But
no.
isn't that something Bernie's supposed to do? He does that stuff on those.
Did you just drop the bomb of the night?
Yes, of course.
Phil, what's the sound that Price is Right? Price is Right is when it's wrong. That's about how I felt when Iron said that.
Oh.
Yeah, that is something probably Bernie should put up there or support. Not support. What the hell is the financial one?
Marketing.
Marketing should put up there. Try getting to bring back the community. But
Their media department could do it too, because that's a social media kind of thing.
Well, the question is, do they really want people to come back and to join in Discord?
They've created it. They'd probably be wiser than to want people there.
It's wiser than bringing back people going back to forums or people just saying screw forums because it was so toxic for as long as it was.
That's like Nutcracker said. It's just a sea of words.
True. Forums is just, to be honest, the only reason I get there, get my update notes, get the fudge off that page. That's it. I do not go there unless they put an announcement up telling me to go there, to get it off, to put it up.
Going to forums now when we have Discord.
I don't even go near forums anymore. I haven't been on forums in probably 6 months or a year.
The only thing about forums is you get your update notes. That's it. Because it was so toxic, and now people are going to Discord. And now Discord, yes, can be toxic. We do have occasional trolls. We do have the occasional problem child. But it's not nowhere near as bad as forums was.
Well, I mean, I go on Discord where, like Bernie, I'm sorry to say it again, Bernie, where he posts it. I'll go there, click on it, and it does take me to forums. But I mean, that is the only way I do actually go to a forums at all. Other than that, I don't go near them because it's useless. It's as useless as customer support.
And that's another thing that we could talk about, but we've talked about in the past so much. But customer support is a roller coaster ride on itself. 1 month they do a great job, the next month they just do not exist.
Do we have other topics?
Yeah, we do. So,
After the update.
let's not
There are
touch on
plenty
that
of
as much.
topics, but we really wanted to make sure people can drag this out and
Yeah,
get all the shit off their chest. 'Cause it sounds like, honestly, it sounds like it needs to be said rather than hauled up in this little fucking ball that we sometimes have where we don't say what we need to say. It all needs to be out in the open. And Kixeye, to be honest, aren't doing a fucking great job putting their shit across, let alone the rest of us at some time or another. You deal with the trolls, you deal with the bullshit, you deal with the idiots, you deal with the morons, you deal with all this shit from one show to the next. And then it all ends up in this fucking neat little package of hate and anger. Because that is the answer to every fucking equation that you have when you add Kixeye into the top abbreviation.
No. One of the biggest problems I'm
That is
finding
the
now.
byproduct that happens every goddamn time. Somebody gets pissed off, somebody else gets pissed off because somebody else is pissed off, and then some butthurt ensues, and then everyone else is angry.
It's the
that's
ripple
something else.
effect.
It is the ripple effect. And, you know, the thing is, when it comes to the amount of ripple effects, if Kixeye, this is how I feel. It's my opinion. That means it means probably about this much. Well, I'm holding up my fingers like you guys can actually see, but it means, you know, squat to most people. When it comes to what Kixeye should be doing, if they would address certain things and not focus on others, I think the ripple effect would dissipate quite a bit. But speaking of dissipate, let's move on to the next subject.
Would you like Warpath or would you like the gear store?
Let's do the Warpath because that
Let's do
is
the
fresh and hot and everybody's excited for it.
So we do have the Warpath with some. Actually, the art isn't too bad.
I love that trophy.
I
If you make
quite
fun of
like
that
that.
trophy, I will be upset.
I do quite like that. It just reminds me of the last scene from Terminator 2 where he's holding his hand up out of the
Yes.
So Warpath starts on December the 7th at 10 a.m. and ends on December the 10th at 10 a.m. So we all know how that works. Honor is honor. The perma damage protection is the same as it usually is with the 4-hour bubble and the pink bubble. Pink bubbles. That never gets old. Standard damage protection is set to 4 hours. Of course, if you don't flatten the guy in one fell swoop, he will not be hittable by you for the rest of Warpath. So whoever comes is only going to be able to hit you once, and that includes platoons. So be very careful about that too. And that's it. Of course, the same payouts look exactly the same as they've always been. 25, 50, 60, 80, 110 and a trophy, and 150 and a trophy. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
Bring the
And
trophies
that's-
up, Bill. Bring those trophies up, though.
The
They are.
trophy's not even there.
Yeah, they're right above that. Right above where you're at.
Ah, no, those things. Yeah, those are trophies. Ironically, I quite like the look of the left one rather than the white.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't going to say it.
The left one looks far better than the right one does, even though it is covered in blood. And having things covered in blood in Kixeye standpoint is supposed to be really cool, but I prefer the clean one than the bloody one.
Well, I don't care. You know what? I'm probably end up in diamond once again. But yeah, it's
You want to be in platinum.
platinum trophy looks nice. Yes.
And no, it's diamond.
It
Diamond
is
doesn't
nice,
match
though.
here.
I got to give it, you know, they went to doing the Warpath and having the same 3 trophies. We all jumped on them. Then they changed it. And now ever since then, we've been like, they've been killing the trophies. They've been killing them. So,
I mean, I would rather have the platinum over the diamond because I still think the platinum one looks better.
yeah, I'm just glad, you know, the bone one was before this, or was it something else?
I think this is the same as last time's.
No, this is not the same.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
The last one was the bone. It was the bones. It was bones. A hand. The hand was a bone. All bones. This is metal. This is Terminator kind of style hand. So you need a better looking. I think Iron wants a better looking Iron hand.
Yep, that's what I was wanting.
So I like the trophy though. I'm very excited for it. Yes, the only reason I will go for the diamond is the extra blood thorium. the Blood Diamond, whatever you want to call it.
Well, the thing I'm waiting for is that middle finger to stand up.
If they would do that, I think everybody and their mother would play for a trophy that did that. I'd probably leave my animation on just to see that. So, on that note, Warpath starts when? Tomorrow. It ends when, though? Did it say? Did I miss it?
December the 7th and ends on December the 10th.
So
That's the
Monday
usual
the
time.
10th.
Yeah, just like we were just speculating the other night.
Mhm.
That is very cool. I'm glad, excited. I have a way I'm going to play it this time. I think a few people are going to play it very similar. So we'll see how this goes. I guess we go to the gear store and we can move right on past.
Now,
Warpath.
before we go into the gear store, I said you were going to be amused at what's about to come in, but I know what these are already, and some of you will be laughing your ass off at what's about to come. So you see conductive plating, that's Cyclops Tech Kinetic Threats, is Cyclops Tech. Now, does anyone have a guess? And if you know what it is, shut up. Does anyone have a guess of what Skyfall actually is?
I know
Apollo.
what it is.
It's
So you've all read the update notes before me then.
Yeah, it's Paulo's defense, and it's not worth it for 20,000
You
medals.
can
In my
just tell
opinion.
about the picture.
Yeah, I mean, for Apollo who's deploying in your
But
base,
it's
when
not
it's
a
under
it's not a bad idea, but if you're running survivors like I am, I won't use it because it's going to ruin my boost.
No. Apollos are Survivor. No, they're not.
No,
They're,
No,
No,
they're
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 Corpus.
Corpus. You're right. So that's not going to help us.
Yeah, so it's not going to
Nope.
help anyone who's running survivors, but you
Or
know,
Sentinel.
it's not a bad idea. I like the concept. If you're running Corpus, yeah, go for it. I mean, it'd be probably a good op to run, but what I don't like about it is it's 20,000 medals, which seems kind of
high.
Medals are kind of it's for that op is pretty much replacing the Titan op, I guess, right?
It's trying to, and I think the only way to really test that is to compare the Twin Titans to Skyfall.
Yeah.
Because
What
Titan-
Nucking said on there,
Yeah.
Furies would have been better. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. That's supposed to be replace the Twin Titan op. How in the hell is that going to replace it in a base?
Well,
I
it's a
do
base
not know.
defense. It's base defense op. But it's 20,000 medals. I mean, you get the Twin Titan op right now for 6,000. My opinion is they should have at least kept it at 10,000 at least. I mean, 10,000, that'd be okay for if you're
The
running
price
Corpus.
is too high for a unit that is so fucking old. The Titan is still used more than a Apollo.
Well, not if you're running your boosts, which most people do, or a lot of, I guess upper tier levels do.
Especially in a defense maneuver. I mean, if you're in a war zone, you have your Twin Titan up.
No, I don't. I never run it.
No,
don't
you
run
can't
it?
run it. You can't run it on a Survivor.
If you run that op, it's not gonna. Your boost is not gonna work.
Yeah.
So that's
The
what I
only
was
thing
saying.
it does is
So,
make a Corpus
it-
boost. or
So
make
if
a
you have
Corpus
that,
action
if you have that op running with your Corpus boost going, it's pretty good, but it's just overpriced. 20,000 medals is
It's a little on the high.
10,000. I'd consider it. 10,000 medals, I'd consider it. 20,000 overpriced, I say.
I say 20,000's overpriced, but even because it's Corpus and I run Survivor, I won't use it.
Mhm.
It would have been nice if Kickside did one of each faction, for we all could have had one, but
It would have been better if we'd have all three rather than one. But according to them, the gear store is limited, and the usual fucking bullshit they decide
yeah,
to
we've
spout.
seen what their gear store limited bullcrap is. If you're online now, guys, or in the game, as we should say, and you go to the Spec Ops and you look in there, and you probably could look at those. And let's see, I'd get rid of the Viper X, the Scorpion King, Killer Cavalry, and Special Friends. And
You'd
right there, that
pretty
could
much
be
wipe
enough room.
all but a couple of them.
Yep, Prime Time can go away. The jumbo jets, because most people don't want depots because they know it creates lag. Sirius tail. So honestly, if they could take out half of what they got there easily,
In the first place,
they could have brought
Jet
in two
was
more.
only ever used during thorium gathering. And since thorium gathering is no longer a fucking thing, it's pointless.
Yeah.
I think they're in the process of replacing all those old gear stores. They're doing it like one. Seems like one spec up at a time they're doing, or at least one or two. So I think that's still like a work in progress for the War Commander team.
So in the unit additions, we have Nyx, we have Orin, we have Santiago, we have Polly, Phalanx, General Furies, Cyclops, and Drakons in the units that have been added to the store. The heroes are 800k apiece, and it looks like the Fury is 115, the Cyclops is 115, and the Drakon is 130, and the Phalanx is 95.
I'll be honest with all these right now. If you do not have Nyx,
get Nyx.
She's worth it. Oh, she is so worth that 800k.
She is. I would highly recommend it.
Or if you don't want to grind to get the 800,000 medals, after your warpath, take 3 of your Bloodthor and purchase her in the exchange.
Absolutely.
Yep, that's also a thing, and I'm really glad that fucking suggestion made it into the fucking game.
Yep, absolutely. And okay, Phil, keep going.
So most of it is the Santiago tech, the Nyx tech, the Orin tech, the Poly tech, some General Spartan ZK, Phalanx tech, Fury tech. Not all of, I think, that may be all of the techs that are coming out, because I see 6 of all of them. So all of the techs are available for most of the Corpus units by the looks of things.
Yes,
Apollos, Hades, Cyclops, and Drakons all available. So it looks like tier 1 and 2 are available.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people asking for that, so that's kind of good for those people that don't have that, especially Phalanx and all that.
It's pricey.
Yeah, it's a little pricey, but medals.
Little pricey, but it's not horrible. We've all seen worse.
Yeah.
Well, everybody keep in mind too, they're doing the Corpus push right now because this month's event's going to be a Corpus event.
She's got another point. Now a valid point, ladies and gentlemen.
So there you go.
All right, so we got that out of the way. So what's that bring us to, Phil?
That brings us to the removals, which is obvious. They've pulled Arachnid Army, which is the Widowmakers, which is always funny. All of the Survivor stuff, the Survivor tech, the Survivor units, they're all gone.
Okay.
Typo on the cost of the Skyfall spec accessory 20k. So I'm assuming somebody screwed up and put 2k instead of 20, because that's the only logical discourse there. But again, as it's been said multiple times tonight already, that 20,000 is too damn much, and I don't think anybody's going to use it. So there you go.
There'll be some idiot out there that's going to use it.
Well, the thing is, if people, don't want to grind the medals because, medals are just too much for them, the bases are on the map. You can hit them and you can get the tech. You don't have to sit there and grind the metal bases out if that's not your cup of tea. I mean, there's always solutions and ways around things. If you don't want to grind the metals, grind the bases. You can get what you need. I mean, it's all in what your fancy. Ugh, can't talk right now, but yeah. So, yeah, the metals for some people, I mean, it could be a little steep, but hey, if you got it, kicked where you can just grind the metals all day long, like people like Nutcracker or I don't know.
Duncan just said it was at first it was listed at 12,500 medals at first, and then changed to 20k.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's a 10k up.
Yeah, it's not even.
I'd pay 10,000 medals for the op, but not 20. Yeah. Even if I'm not Corpus, I wouldn't put in my base anyway. But if I had Corpus, I would use 10,000 medals for the op, just for like some kind of base defense. It gives me extra defenders in my base with the boost.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on, ladies and gentlemen, to
Diva, yes.
Yeah, I'm loving Debo out there, and
What tickles your pickle, even?
Yeah, exactly. I was trying not to read that out.
I'll read it out loud. I have no shame.
Yeah. Phil, did you bring up the survey by any chance?
There was no survey on my list.
I have the survey, and I will gladly screen share. This might get a little heated, Phil.
Lord.
You might enjoy this.
Is that the end of the update?
I didn't even
That's
see
the end of the
survey.
updates.
Did we go over Warpath yet, or no?
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
we did Warpath.
Oh, okay. I look forward to it. I love Warpath.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Here we go. Now, this is where I knew tonight was going to get a little...
Yeah, that's a first. Yeah, y'all know how in the past doing the Warpath, you don't lose your previous honor until you pop and actually hit your first base.
Yeah.
They've already wiped off your honor, your previous honor.
Yep. They want you to start off fresh, clean, and good luck to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the survey that everybody in the game should have filled out. Unless you're a farmer that does not even PvP and you just literally farm. Then
Or if you need, don't
Wrong.
bother.
Roy, you're wrong because I did not fill it out.
well,
Neither
I
did
said
I.
you should have. I didn't say you should.
No,
Oh,
I
you did.
shouldn't have, because I refused to look at that fucking thing. I actually looked at it.
And
And I
laughed your
said-
ass off the whole time.
Yeah, basically.
Basically asked myself, what the fuck is this bullshit?
All right,
And
Phil.
it's
can you read
stupid,
that,
man, because
Phil?
they're
I can read it. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I want you to read it. Let me make it even a little bigger for everybody out there.
Okay. So, player level restrictions. Add back level limits for whom you can attack in PvP. For example, a level 40 base would not be able to attack or be attacked by level 10.
Yeah,
stupid.
I
Then-
happen to agree. It's stupid.
Yeah, get everybody's opinion, please. I'm curious to hear everybody's opinion.
All in favor of
think
saying
of-
it's stupid, say aye.
I
All opposed?
I
The ayes have it.
Nay.
I think, well, I mean, my thing is, yeah, you're going to pick on the little guy, whatever. Well, if you got that little guy who loves to just sit in global and run their pie hole, I don't care. It could be a level 3 because that's as low as you can go to start hitting a base. I have no shame. I will go slap them in the mouth.
Oh,
Don't-
hell yeah.
It don't hurt them, but I
Oh,
like the pure comfort of knowing that I just slapped them in the mouth. It's not like I really slapped them in the
I'm
mouth. It's
looking at
big.
the names in the side chat, and I'm going to be on in the YouTube. And there is not a person over there that has not smacked a loudmouth little level 5, 10, whatever, at least once. That I know every one of us has.
And I
Yeah.
totally
Nut-
agree with touching that. It
Nutcracker said 5 up, 5 down. So
No.
Nutcracker, I'm a level 49, so that would be 5 up would be a 54 for me.
And
Go
5
find me a
down.
54 to hit, especially for Warpath. And then 5 down, what's that, a 43? So I'm limited to
44, champ. 44.
Yeah, 44. Sorry, my
At
math.
this point, he couldn't even flatten my old base.
But no, I mean the player level and the level player imbalances. There's a lot of imbalance in the players' units and skills. So just because a player has a certain level doesn't necessarily mean the difficulty of the base. You know, you could have a 42 that has a pretty decent base and is a good fighter, or even a 41 and up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they fight their asses off, and so we should have the right to fight them back.
I agree.
Oh.
So
I mean,
and on top of that, you got those alts that people get on, and they get around somebody's base and they hold them. Sometimes the only way to stop them from deploying is driving up, grabbing their base, holding them for the whole 7 damn minutes. If we go back to 5 up, 5 down, that would, literally we'll have to be fighting alts with alts. I do not want to go back to that lock shit. That is a horrible idea.
Let's also take into consideration the whole purpose of the survey, which is 69ing, which is I've said this so many fucking times. They're never gonna stop it.
Never.
No
Never.
matter what they do, Honor from Tunes, what is it? Infamy from Tunes. They haven't stopped it.
A clever person or a fairly smart person will always figure a way around it.
They're not gonna get rid of it, no matter what they kind of solution they have.
Just like Moon Shadow did way back when they introduced the
they might have
Spec Op.
There's one way to stop it, and I'll wait for that one. It's at the end of the survey.
Well,
all right,
like,
go to the second question.
Yeah, I'm just.
Remove the ability to be bubbled after jumping sectors for a short time, and or remove existing bubbles after jump.
I like this idea. For some reason, I just like this idea.
I said I wasn't sure about it for the simple fact, yeah, okay, I jump, you take my bubble away. But please do us a favor, if you're going to take this away, allow us to be able to jump in without our bubble and be able to at least jump back out if we don't like where we landed.
That is a good
Because right now you go in and your bubble's removed, you're set butt naked.
Well,
because you have to refresh to get out.
If they're going to do this, if that's going to happen, then if it's going to happen, then why not fix the stinking thing where when you land, you don't have to go through this whole routine of refreshing everything, and of course you get back and you're flat.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. That if they're going to do that, that's why I said I'm not sure.
I hate the idea.
There is a precipice to that I could add on to the end. So when you jump into a sector, if you have a bubble, when you jump into said sector, you continue to have that bubble, but there is a timer that will count down for 5 minutes. And at the end of that 5 minutes, the bubble will disappear regardless of whether you jump out or not. 5 minutes is more than enough time to jump at least 3 times.
Here's my thing about that.
No, not the way it is right now, Phil. There's literally, you jump, you cannot re-jump. Now, there is something that has been brought to my attention. There is a way to actually jump without refreshing.
Jump to your attack log.
Through your attack log. And I have tested this. It does work. So if you jump in right now and you jump into a jail and want to get the hell out of there fast, use your attack log. It will get you out fast. You will not have to refresh, but that's the only way. If you try going through your CC, you're just going to get that spinning wheel or straight DC.
Let me ask you, man, there's also, like, you jump into a jail like I always do.
Hillary's been on fire with that, too.
Hillary jumps into jail all the time.
Swear to God, maggot for the jails.
Where's Happy? Abort!
Oh, yeah, Happy, she's in here. Happy's in here.
Yeah, so I don't like the idea because, okay, say you jump in clean in the middle of a random sector, right? You start hitting bases, and then they spot you, whoever you're going after. So they catch your ass off guard, then run the train the whole bit. Finally bobby you after 10 minutes, and then you jump back to your home sector. Now you're all unbubbled again. You know, well, it kind of sucks in that aspect, but
yeah, you're screwed.
Well, the way the attack log, the way the jump is right now, if you're not really paying attention and you panic and try to jump out, you screw yourself. I mean, because I've done it. Oh fuck, I'm in a bad spot. Hurry up, try to jump. Oh yeah, I can't do it like that.
I don't see how that. I don't see how that fixes the problem in 69 and really.
No,
Right.
it doesn't, but it just makes it more fun for these guys that like to jump in and run their pie holes. It gives me a chance to whack them right off the bat. Just
Well,
my.
you got to catch them. No, you got to catch them first when they first jump because they're not going to jump and
No,
now.
I miss Knuckle Futz for that because Knuckle Futz, literally, I swear to God, you cannot jump into a sector if he's in there. He catches everything. And when
Yeah, there's a lot of players. There's a lot of other players that do that just as good. And especially I hate to say it, but TP. Every time I jump in their sector, I get spotted easily. It's like, oh, target this, target that. Wow.
This guy's here. Beat him.
Yeah, well, Champ jumps in. They just say Champ, let's go. I mean, they love Champ.
Well, no, because let's move on.
Yeah, let's go to the next one, which is the lovely number 3, which I don't believe in whatsoever, ever.
I do and I don't.
I don't.
Revenge attacks. Add the ability for players to bypass bubbles on enemies who just attack them. The idea has merit. And that's it.
Nope.
The idea has merit and nothing more.
It's in my case, in Champ's case, and many others, when we go out and we hit a sector and we jump back, everybody can sit there and just sit in a line and keep pinging at us, no matter if we're in a bubble or not. Now, if we're online, we don't mind that shit. If we're offline, that is just bullshit. We can't defend. They're just going to come in and keep, I hate that idea. I cannot find a good reason to do this idea. Yeah,
well, look at it a slight different way. It's a perfect opportunity to exploit.
And that's
because
the other thing.
Once they get to hit you, you're in a bubble. They come in, they revenge hit. You're out of a bubble.
No.
Wouldn't bet on it. Look at the history of War Commander.
The concept of the revenge attack is, say I hit Roy, I 3-star him. I go on, do my thing. I get Champ to give me a friendly bubble for the night. So Roy's in a 36-hour bubble. For the next 36 hours from the time he takes that, I give him that 3-star flat. He has 36 hours to come back and get his revenge hit. Even if I'm in a bubble, even if I'm surrounded by tunes, he will be given the opportunity in that 36 hours to come in and hit me. So let's say I go out and I hit. Huh?
Does that actually count for platoons?
You don't. Even if it's surrounded by tunes, you will.
No, what Phil's asking is if you hit somebody's tune, does that go?
No, it's on a star system, not a tune system. A base system.
Yeah.
It's based on a base system.
Yeah, but my point is, how many times has Kixeye actually made it work the first time through?
Oh no! I'm not saying that it's going to go. If they ever decide to actually implement something like that, it would go in flawlessly.
They tried to announce this last time, and people in Discord went ape shit. People in forums went ape shit. Every show said no. So why are they trying to bring it back? Because somebody in that little mind of theirs, in that
thinks
little
it's a good idea without confronting and addressing the concerns from actual players. And people with knowledge of the game that the fucking devs create in the first place, and they have no fucking clue about.
My thing is, could it be something doable? I don't think it'll go in without any fails, because it's going to take a lot of coding to get this right. I'm not going to lie. It's like them trying to implement those super walls. Takes a lot of coding to get it right, and it just doesn't play well with the UI. So, but my thing I see is it's going to be exploitable.
I personally don't. I'm not worried about exploitation. I'm more concerned about with players literally will sit there and just train somebody that without them being able to defend because they're going to wait 10, 12 hours till you're offline, and then it's just no fun. You're going to train when you're not even able to defend yourself. I disagree with this. Look, if you want to put 10, 12 people in line and try breaking in my base, I'm online. Hell yeah, let's do this. This is fun. When I come back in and I just got railroaded and I was like, oh, 15 guys just wiped me out. That sucks.
Yeah.
That makes me not even want to log in.
Yeah, I read this whole list thing, which hurt like hell. But the simple thing is, there is only one thing on the entire list that actually addressed the 60/90 in any way, shape, or form. And we
Yes.
haven't gotten there yet, but there's only one item.
Yeah,
Everything else
there.
has
We're getting
absolutely
there.
no relevance to 69.
Yeah,
Alright.
the problem with the survey is they're trying to fix a problem that's really not a problem in the game for me. At
It's
least
a
for me
thing
personally.
we're all used to by now. But let's move on to number 4.
Number 4, I'm going to say straight out of the gate, is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I was waiting for somebody to say that one. All right, Phil, go for it.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do.
Because this is the most retarded thing of all. Diminishing bubbles. Receiving multiple bubbles over a period of time would reduce the length of time in which bubbles are active.
Can we just skip the stupid suggestions and move on to the next?
We can
Anything.
do a suggestion right after I've said one more thing. Whoever that guy is that wrote question number 4, fire him immediately.
Oh, please do. Please fire that.
Fire him with no severance, no back pay, no nothing. Fire him.
Wait a minute.
Stick his ass out on the fucking ground where he belongs.
No,
because
first
that
take him
kind
out
of
back.
stupidity should not be allowed to exist, let alone breed.
No, first, Phil, wait a minute. First, Phil, we got to take him out back, beat him with the rubber hose, then fire him.
I'd rather take him out and have him shot, but people think that's too extreme.
I honestly think I answered that question. I hate this idea. This question is totally irrelevant. It makes absolutely no sense. I think that's actually how I put in the comment box. This question makes absolutely no sense and it's totally irrelevant.
Oh, that question was what the fuck is all I didn't know. Okay, so let's go on to number 5. I like
Increase
this one.
bubble
I've been
cooldown.
preaching this all along.
Increase the bubble cooldown for up to 10 minutes.
I
Or
said
up from
15.
10 minutes.
I should say
So
it should
what?
be up to 20.
15? 20?
I
20.
said 15.
Because by then, 7-minute attack, 7-minute attack. That's 14 minutes. The tunes morale out. We still got a chance to bubble the bastard.
So you can
That's
run the train for 20 minutes on a player.
Yep.
I'd say fuck it and go for an hour.
No.
Oh, no, now you're smoking.
No.
No. Some
An
people
hour.
do have to
No.
an
But
hour.
20 minutes, I believe in, because the tunes will have to morale out, and then they'll have to defend that way, and that will just blow up in their face. But I've been
Okay,
saying
I
this
think
all
I
along.
missed the memo. Morale out.
If you fail in an attack 2 times, your tunes automatically, dead or not, will retreat home.
Like if you were to
Okay.
hold a base, if I was to hold Roy's base with a platoon,
Mhm.
and I end the attack, whether I let it take it all 7 minutes or I end the attack within a minute,
Mhm.
I can only do that 2 times. The second time when it ends, that platoon goes home.
It immediately gets kicked home.
I
I'm
mean, there's no
neutral.
control. You don't control it. It's part of the game now. It's the part of the AI in the game.
I'm neutral on that idea.
I believe if we take that to 20 minutes, look, it doesn't mean you catch the guy and the guy just doesn't, you still could miss out. You still could miss it. It's a good chance. It's not a guarantee to hit him. Yes, it won't matter than 1 star. You're right. It still increases a chance for him to morale out. There's still ways around it. I can think of 2 ways that stop it still. But it gives a better chance to stop them from getting a selfie and getting the hell out of Dodge. But that is it's not, there's no, there is 100% no way to fix 69. It is part of the game. We created the monster. We're going to have to live with the monster. Will this
I've been saying that
possibly
forever.
help a little bit? Yes.
Well, if you really think about it, this is probably the only question that is relevant to 69ing. They could take all the rest of the time that for all the rest of that coding, for all the rest of the stuff they're thinking about, and put it into fixing something. Make it work right.
Well, they could take the guy from number 4 and make him, go to hell, and then take this guy and have it increase. All right, let's go to number 6. I think we all
infamy rewards. Now, the system used to work on this already, so I think this question is completely fucking irrelevant. Infamy earned from attacking player bases would be fixed and determined by a player's level.
Crap.
It has to be that way.
This is crap. Do you realize that means somebody that could drive up on me, take 300-400 infamy if he's a low level, like with honor, but then I go hit him and he's worth 10.
Yeah.
And all that's going to do is make more banking on lower levels.
Mm-hmm.
And the banks, we can get a hold of a bank and somebody's going to have 8,000 infamy and we only can get 10.
We're getting there, Debo. We're getting there.
No, we're getting there. So
honestly, we're talking about 69, and we're not talking about infamy. Why they even put that as a question? Talking about 69.
I was talking about Debo.
Oh no,
Debo.
no, I'm talking about the question that we're on right now. It's
they think this is
irrelevant to the.
Oh, that's why this whole thing is.
Words of Admiral Patrick. That's a stupid question.
Yeah. And we're moving on. Let's go to number 7.
Also a stupid question. 3-star only bubbles.
No, there's a star system for a reason. Stop fucking with it.
Stop fucking with shit.
Haven't they already reduced the bubble timer as it is?
It's 18, 27, 36.
Yep. And I'm fine with that. Leave it alone.
It used to be 18, 36, 36, but they made the 2-star 27 instead of a 36.
Mm. And I'm fine with it. Everybody should be fine with that.
What they should do is reform it into the system that has worked in Battle Pirates for 7 fucking years. Is 12, 24, 36.
Now,
that's a much better appropriation of fucking time rather than the 18, 27. Who the fuck came up with 27?
I guess it was the number they pulled out the hat.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the times they have, though.
I'm fine with the times. That doesn't need to be addressed. That doesn't need to be talked about. That was a stupid question. So let's go to number 8.
Number 8. How do you feel about adding a cost back to relocation to lessen hit and run tactics? For example, relocating costs a small amount of medals.
And another stupid idea.
Well, you used to have to coin a jump back in the day.
It used to be, in the beginning, every relocate would cost you 300 gold because you couldn't relocate for the first 24 hours.
I thought it was 15 gold.
No,
that was the original jump timer. Then they reduced it to 100.
350 and then down to what, 10 was it the last one?
It was 15, I thought.
15 was the lowest it ever went.
Yeah, it was
the original timer was based on the old BP timer because that's how lazy programmers are, because it was easy for them to do. The 350 gold marker was there for the first jump on the 7th day. So if you jumped on the 7th day, it would have cost you 350 gold. But I'm saying the 300 because they denied your ability to jump for the first 24 hours.
Yeah.
So you were stuck there for a day. So instead of adding a cost back to relocation, put a flat fucking timer on it.
Anytime they
jump somewhere, you're going to be there for the long haul.
For me, personally, upper levels won't give a shit because we can get medals very easily. Mid-levels, they struggle to get medals and need everyone they can get. Low levels, they need every nickel dime medals they can. I don't think this is a good solution to anything.
Oh, no, I trust you, Nutcracker. It went down as low as 9. It's just been so long ago. The last time I saw it was as low as 15.
Oh, I think Nutcracker's actually right, but I don't remember. I don't want to. I thought it was lower than 15. I thought it was down to 10 or so. So I put my mind with Nutcracker's memory. He's probably right. It probably was down to 9 at one point. But this whole number 8, I personally think is crap. So let's go to number 9.
How do you feel about the infamy formula reflecting the repair time of the damage done to a base instead of stars of damage?
No.
A
No.
3-star is a 3-star for a reason. That's a stupid question. Next question.
Well, I just say it's stupid because it's like now you're trying to price gouge us to coin our units.
Well, it's not even that.
Repair
If you get
unit
how I got it explained to me is if you got 9 hours repair, that's how long your bubble is. If your
Oh,
base
no.
tune takes 30 minutes damage, you get a 30-minute bubble. That's it. That's how it was explained to me.
Fuck
That's
that.
dumb. Next question.
That is fucking bullshit. So moving on.
Question 10. Now, this is the thing that would apparently fix 69ing forever. Also is an extremely
Kill the
dumb
game
thing.
forever.
Yeah.
It'll ki-
How do you feel about large changes to PvP, such as removing the bubble system altogether?
That's the only thing that's gonna fix 69ing.
But who gives a fuck? We've been dealing with 69 for years. Why is
That's-
Kickstarter give a shit about
I'm
it
just
now?
saying that's the only thing that's gonna fix it. So people want to
That's
stop
not an
bitching,
answer.
Roy,
get
I'm
rid
going
of
to
the bubbles
answer.
altogether, and we can all fucking fight to the death.
I'm going to answer
Let's-
Roy's question before I really delve into this particular reason. Why would they do this? Is what he said a minute ago. And the only reason to do this is to give the game a final push before they kill it,
That would kill it because I would not log in any longer.
to
I would
attempt
still play.
to drain as
I
much.
would not. I
money
would
game
sell
as
my
possible.
account or what, give it away or whatever. I would be gone. I wouldn't
I
care.
would still play. I'd be out
gone.
killing bases left and right wherever I see them.
the game is the game. I mean, for some people it would be
They
fun.
they said kill bubbles. They didn't say kill infamy. So I'm still gonna be getting my infamy when I kill a base. I can find any open base on the map I want, and I get to destroy it. I'm fucking gonna do it.
Iron just said he'd
Come-
be gone. I'd be gone. Queen, what about you?
I play this game for fun, you know, and to just sit there wide open. Having a bubble is a player's choice, and it's like they're just putting their hands into too much things they don't need to be putting their hands into. They're trying to combat us. This whole fucking survey is fucking stupid. I'll just say it, and I'll say it again on Sunday on my show. This whole survey pretty much is fucking stupid. The topic of discussion is 69. Okay, let's get down to the point blank bullshit of 69. 69 is the minute you fucking pop your bubble, you have some other Tom, Dick, Harry, Sally, Jane, or Sue sitting there putting you right back into another bubble. That's 69ing. That's what a fucking 69 is. This is a loosely used term. Stop sitting here and calling it a 69 when people are just trying to go to bed for a night and want their nighty-night bubble, or they're going to go have a life outside of this game and they take a bubble. That is not 69. That's sitting there saying, I've been open all fucking day. Ain't a bitch come to my base. I'm done. I'm logging off. I'm going to put myself in a safety bubble. The 69 is straight up popping and immediately having somebody put you right back in the bubble. That is
Not even a
69.
minute. They're holding you since the moment you
That
pop.
fucking 69ing. This whole entire survey didn't even hardly reflect on the true terminology and ideology and concept of what true 69ing is. So this whole entire survey
It's
is
crap.
worthless. It's useless. I mean, if you could change anything, I'm going straight to 11. If you could change anything about PvP, what would you do? Stop worrying about the 69 issue because you're not even addressing it properly.
Just let it
There
be.
is no proper way to kill 69.
There isn't. The
Well,
69
question 10 is question 10.
Not wanting to answer question 10.
Question 10 is going to kill the game. People
Question
are
1
not
is
going to play.
Going too far.
I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, I just went to 11 for myself. Y'all stick on 10. Y'all stick on 10. I just went to 11 because that was my final say on it because I'm done talking about it.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, champ. Literally, you'll have all the bases you want to be all dead bases. And I'm telling you, you're talking 50% of the players will walk away.
And the rest.
Yeah. Well, I'm in agreement with Killer Queen. the whole survey is pointless. I really don't even see 69.
Is a
69
waste
has
of
been happening since the beginning of the game. It's not a problem. The survey is worth it. It's worthless. And the answer to question 11 for me would be don't change anything. Just leave it the way it is.
Yeah, I agree with Champ on question number 11. Don't change it. Leave it like it is.
It's
Well,
fine
ask
the way it
everybody
is.
else. I mean,
But
what? Do you,
But here's the thing. Here, I'm going to answer Knucklefuts out there in YouTube. Getting rid of infamy. That's not an answer. That's not an answer to it. Getting rid of infamy is all. People got to still find a way to get medals. And taking away infamy. Well, somebody's like, oh, you hit 5 bases. Yeah, that means you hit 5 level 3s, and here comes the Omega Farmers again. No money will need to be spent because they'll never have to get infamy. So no, I'm sorry. My agreement, the game would die if they try to keep playing with worrying about infamy, worrying about 69. PvP is probably the best it's going to be here on out the way it is. There's no way to fix the 69 100%.
There never has been, and I doubt there ever will be.
No, I agree.
Because somebody will always figure a way around it, and then the usual dickheads will copy.
Hydra, what did you think of the survey? Just give a brief summary.
Sucks.
is that it?
That's as brief as it can get. Champ, what about
All in favor of agreeing that it sucks, say aye.
Now, let's go down the panel, give everybody a chance to say their
All opposed.
Champ, what did you think of the survey?
I didn't fill it out. I looked at the questions, and I thought it's a joke, man, because they're bringing up
something that we don't want.
They're bringing up something that's, they're all, I think they did a focus group on this very subject too. That could be a mistake.
I think they did.
Yeah, and you know what? The focus group is focused on the wrong people, evidently.
Well, whatever. But to me, the survey was worthless to me. I think they should just quit messing with the PvP, leave it the way it is. It's fine the way it is. People are going to 69. Who cares? You can't change those players. They do what they do.
69, just go to another goddamn sector. That's it. Move on to the next sector.
Well, move on to their sector.
Exactly.
Destroy their buddy, or farm. There's plenty of there's 200 sectors to go to in this game. So you got
can't jump for 30 minutes. Can't be touched by nobody for 10 minutes. That would fix the 69 problem.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one. I'm going to be honest, but there's ways to combat this. There's not 100% way. There is no such thing as a 100% way to combat this mess.
I wish Kickside would get their hands out of the PvP.
Agreed, champ. Get your hands out of what we're having fun with. There's no reason to be in that cookie jar.
But it's
I'm kind of like Champ. I didn't do the
fucking cookie. Yeah.
No reason to be in the cookie jar. I don't understand why they're even looking at what they're looking at. I don't get it.
Well, it's because people are complaining about it.
Yeah, well, they're going to always complain about it. We built that monster.
Yeah, I see it on Discord. I go on the Discord Kickside thing all the time, and I hear people complaining about it in the game chat. 69ing. I see it on the pages. 69, 69.
What he just said about the fucking.
Yeah, I know. No shit.
The focus groups are focused on pretty colors, not real players.
Focus groups. That's the biggest fucking joke to enter War Commander since the fucking.
Well, that's why they made those things in Discord. What did they call them?
Me having a focus group. I'm a fucking retard.
The ranks.
They made rankings in Discord. That way they could put them in there. Well, I'm sorry. I play the game. I don't spend my whole day in the fucking focus group trying to get my rank up or in Discord for my next day could be I can get in the next focus group.
That Discord thing is getting to be as bad as the forums. I don't.
Yes,
really
it is.
Like going
I agree.
very much.
Well,
Iron, what do you think of this survey?
I think it's a waste of time. I think it's a hand-picked group from Bernie. He selects who he wants to be in there. He then addresses what he wants the way he wants. He words it, however. The problem is if you're going to make a survey, it needs to be done from a player, somebody that actually plays the game, not somebody that sits back and looks at Discord, let's say, or forums, or a bunch of complaints. It needs to be somebody that plays the game, that understands it. It's just like all the ones bitching about it in Discord. What is 6090? Ask them. They can't. Half of them can't get the same answer out. So you're looking at anywhere from 100 to 200 different opinions of what this 69 garbage is, not what really is. So I mean, the whole thing's
same axiom applies. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
I agree with that.
Kick size initial idea of 69ing was Ring of Fire, which is not a 69. That's just a game tactic.
No, that is a legitimate tactic that a lot of people use.
And they combated that with morale.
Yeah, they combated that with morale, and it works pretty well that way. But killing 69 is not going to happen.
Well, hell, Ring of Fire goes back to the same principle they used back all the way back to Babylon. I mean, come on. So it's a standardized tactic. It's been used for thousands of years.
Mm-hmm. Which is atypical of just how disconnected Kixeye are.
I mean, like Chad was trying to say, Ring of Fire was a tactic.
Because it is.
And I agree. It was a tactic. Was being the key word.
Can I chime in real quick?
Oh, we're going down the line. You're coming up. Wait a minute here. Hold on. Yeah, matter of fact, Rebel, you're up. So go for it.
Okay, Kixeye. Print this out and put it on toilet paper. That's exactly what I think of it. I am not even... Why in the hell are you wasting your time with a survey that doesn't actually address the 6090? Why? And you wrap your little finger around it when you worry about graphics on a fucking base. You worry about other dumb shit. How about actually getting into the mechanics of the game and fixing the actual problems instead of addressing a stupid little, oh, well, they're 6090, they're 6090. And you can't even fucking actually define it. Or if you haven't actually put it out on Discord or the forums, what Kixeye's definition of 69 is. I will say, however, one of the ideas on that survey I kind of sort of like, but I could kind of see it, the way I'm seeing it, as a special op. It'd be like for 30 minutes or a one-time use. It would be called Sweet Revenge. And it would be very, very, very hard.
A very rare op to receive.
Yeah, you would have to spend a shit ton of metal to get it, or you would have to be farming all day long and all night long to even freaking see it. It would be it'd be very, very rare to even have. And be able, even if the player is in a bubble, be able to go and attack them, not even jump to their sector, but go and attack them, get the infamy back, and then on top of that, maybe even take a little more. So maybe they don't think, hey, I 69 and I'm safe, but they don't know what the other player has. So that could be the trump card in the other player's sleeve that slides out, and guess what? You're fucked.
I like that idea, Rebel, actually. That's a pretty good idea.
That's not a bad idea at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, that's probably the better of the ideas we've heard tonight by a long shot.
Yeah, I do
So,
like
like,
that.
So player 69s, we got that op, and then we can go hit their base. After we hit their base, they have to deal with the 10-minute cooldown time, and then we can just run the train on them.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, what I'm
Just
saying
get your
is
revenge hit in.
it's like, let's say I hit Roy, and Roy has the Sweet Revenge op. He uses that, and let's say it has like a 10-day window. He may wait until that 10th day to pull that card out. Sees me keep on climbing on infamy and infamy and infamy. But at the 10th day, he comes in, he gets his infamy, and let's say he's 3,600. And I'm at 10,000. Well, guess what? Not only does he get that infamy that he lost from me, or that he lost, but he also gains an additional infamy because of that Sweet Revenge.
I like the idea. I like the
I do
concept.
I think the concept is sound. I'm sure there's ways to work that out. I hope Kickside listens to this, and
I want to
That's
play on
actually-
that,
that's
but
a- that's a
slide it down
really
the
good
line.
idea.
yeah, let's slide it down the line. Let's go to Happy. What do you think of this survey, Happy?
I attempted to do it. I attempted, yeah. There's so many comments I wanted to make. And then at the end, I just pretty much said, this is not right, for one. And I left it at, it's not the right topic for whatever they were trying to ask for. If that makes any sense.
Oh, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not even going to try to argue with on that one. Personally, I don't. Like I said, I don't agree with it. So, all right. So let's go to the next person, and the next person is Miss Queen.
Well, I've pretty much expressed my feeling on the survey. It really didn't touch base on what it was titled to touch. I find it rather pointless. I'm not going to get all wound up like I did when I initially spoke about it. I think I got a little overexcited. My bad. But to touch on what Rebel Outlaw was saying, I like that concept. And instead of, making it a high-priced metal kind of thing or a very rare op on the map, we only get Blood Thor at the end of each PvP season and when they throw out the occasional Warpath. How about making that Sweet Revenge op something that can only be gotten with Blood Thor. So you have to pick
That's
one.
an idea.
Now, how about that? You only can get it with Blood Thor. So now you have to pick and choose. Do you want to be willing to get that Sweet Revenge on somebody like that? Or do you want to put it towards purchasing a unit or purchasing tokens to upgrade your hero unit?
That's a hell of an idea.
Always the revenge.
But I'm saying now, but now you have to weigh your options. Do I want to get that hero unit that I don't have, but I really want, or do I want to level up that hero unit that I do have, or do I want to have that ability to have that Sweet Revenge?
That's a hell of an idea.
Revenge!
Revenge is best served cold. That's all I could say.
Yes, but now you really give the players that contemplation on what to do. How should I do it? Because people can go and farm medals all day long when they're on the map. It is doable. People do it all the time. It's not a far-fetched concept of doing it.
I'm watching it right now.
So medals are obtainable if it's put on at a redonkulous price in the gear store and the spec ops section. It's still achievable. I'm leaning towards making it a Blood Thor purchase.
Yeah, I like the Blood Thor purchase. I mean, that is really a toss-up. Is the guy, the one that's been getting away all this time, worth that Blood Thorium?
Yep.
Yep,
that is a hell of an idea.
Just to throw a little wrench into it. Just, I like
That's
the
a hell
concept,
of an
but,
idea.
but I wanted to put my twist on it.
That's a hell of a twist. I like that. I do like that idea. All right, Doc, you've read it all. You've seen it all. You heard it all. What do you think? The evil laugh begins. That
I
bad?
have a grand total of 7 words to say. That's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Ow.
I'm done.
Okay, and my thing, the survey. Kicks, I get the hell off the Slam 69. Let the fucking game play the way it is. It is what it is. We made this monster. We figured out how to 69. We figured this out. We have to live with it. It caught on like fucking gangbusters. Now we got to deal with it. You've done everything you can. Just leave the fucking game as it is. Fix your regular shit that needs to be fixed. And let's play this fucking game. If you do half of what you're fucking saying, you are going to lose players. That means income. That means all of the above. That will be the death of the game, a couple of them. Just leave it alone. Fix what's got to be fixed, and let's leave this shit on and let's play. All right. I feel like we kicked everything as much as we could, so I think we need to just do our shout out to get the hell out of here. Does everybody agree with that?
Done and done.
Let's start with Hydra, or AKA Grand Canyon.
Yeah, how's the Speedo? Shout out to the panel, shout out to the community, and shout out to my girl. Next.
The champ.
Shout out to the panel and YouTube and hashtag Gold Sale.
Hashtag Go Sale.
By the way, for those that missed out on the border sales, that was actually some good deals there.
Awesome job on that one.
Kickside, give you guys a pat on the back because Gold Seal brought it up. So, all right. So, Iron, you're up.
Just shout out to the panel, to everybody in YouTube, and hopefully Kickside will wake up and figure out that the game is going to get crippled if they keep doing this kind of garbage. That's it.
Okay, let's go to Rebel Outlaw.
Shout out to you, Roy. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the community. I really, really hope that Kicksai is watching this show tonight, because I think that idea that I came up with and the Killer Queen adjusted, that might address some issues, but for the most part, it's not going to fix 69 in general. So, shout out to everybody.
Okay. Miss Happy.
Shout out to everybody, even though we all hate Kickstarter right now for messing up stupid shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Killer Queen.
Shout out to all you wonderful people here on the panel. Shout out to all of you in YouTube for your opinions and feedback. Good stuff out there tonight. I really like seeing some of the stuff that was said. It really brought some things in when we were getting a little carried away. So thanks for reeling us in. We need that from time to time. Kicksai, stick to what you know you can do and not what you think you should do. You have a community of players for a reason. Listen, pick and choose what you hear us say, and then weigh your options on what really matters for the development and the future of this game. And focus on that. I want to strongly suggest focus on what you can do and should do, not what you think you should do. Because thinking sometimes doesn't work for you or us or anybody. Nobody's, as far as I know, at least not in the game essence of it, playing. We're not paid to think. We're paid to play. And you're paid to provide us a game we can play. and want to play. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job. I'm just a player, a part of this playing community that's trying to help you help us. And you all have a great, wonderful afternoon, and see you all on Sunday.
Okay, Doc, you're up.
Well, as everything has been the way it has been towards this show, it all ended on this aspect of the so-called fixing the 69 issue, which pretty much everyone tonight has been in the catechol agreement that 69 is never going to get fixed. You can try and put a band-aid over it. You can try and bandage it up and make it look as not as bad on you. But at the end of the day, you are at the mercy of we, the player. And much like a lot of the things that are going on in the real world right now, and the real player, or the people, instead of listening to the people, you're doing everything by yourselves and deciding what's best for us without consulting us. Or rather, when you do try and consult, you ignore 98% of it and only take the opinion of those who are lining your pocket. And with that, I just simply say this. As far as this survey is concerned, it's the second nail in Kixeye's coffin. PvP has always been a dying art form. PvE is always the forefront where it never should have been to begin with. And so, until or if Kixeye can bring PvP forward to a point where it is acceptable for all parties, not just the big coiners or the medium-sized coiners or the small coiners or the guys that spend no money at all. It has to be acceptable for each person, not just one, not just the few, but for the many, for everybody. And until that becomes a thing, Kixeye will continue to circle the drain pipe, as they have been doing for many years as it is. I have watched their projects crumble into dust, and more will come each day. And so I will say thank you to the panel. Thank you to the guys out there on YouTube. And enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted. And go fuck yourself. Good night, everybody.
Well, I agree with everything that was said tonight. I believe the survey was horse shit. I did do it trying to get Kixeye to realize that this is a bad idea. This shouldn't be screwed with. Just let us play this damn game. Work on what's broken. Because I believe, overall the game is still a good time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I believe it brings good people together. Yes, we have our cliques, and some groups go this direction, and some groups go that direction, and some groups don't get along. But in general, I do mean this in general, because there's always a few bad apples out there. It's a good game. It has good people. And if they keep screwing with what's not broken, they are going to put that last nail in there and end it. They're going to lose more people than they're going to be able to deal with. And I'm not saying that they'll kill the game and they'll shut it off right then and there, but it'll kill the game as in it'll be so many dead bases out there. Yeah, you can jump from base to base, but what's the challenge of hitting deads all day? So, yeah, I think Kixeye really needs to stop worrying about the 69 thing. Let this shit be and let us play the game. That's it. That is really how I feel. Right or wrong or other. If you don't agree with me, you don't agree with me. I understand. But this is what I believe should happen. Leave the damn thing alone. Fix what is broken. Focus on that shit. Yes, your new content will keep coming, and we know that, and that's where you make your money, and I have no problem with that. But fix the damn jumps. Fix the pictures for people to know who the hell they are. Focus on the stuff that we keep telling you about that you're not fixing. Gold being taken when you shouldn't be, all the stuff we talked about earlier. That's where you should be focusing your time, not on the 69 crap. Not on that. You're wasting too much time, too much effort. I mean, really, just get off that. I mean, there's a lot of good things out there, though, going on right now. People are having a good time with this game. And the reason they're having a good time is they're being able to play it. You screw with this might make people not be able to log on for days again, like we've had in the past. You end up screwing with the AI and missiles won't go launch or something like that will happen. Leave it alone. Let us play. Fix your shit. We'll continue playing. On that note, I think everybody, I think it's time to get out of here. Be safe, and we'll see you guys on Sunday at 6 p.m. Good night.
Peace.